Alright everyone, it's Dark Rain Albion here, and today we're going to be covering something I think is absolutely going to get nerfed, something I think is really strong right now, and is absolutely something you should be doing. From solo players to group content players, EVZers, I think everyone has a place in this, and that is going to be faction warfare. Currently, after the faction warfare updates, the few that we've gotten recently, the content has been brought way up to speed. If you haven't done it in a while, I 100% suggest checking it out. We're going to be covering everything you can do, what I think is the best thing to do for your playstyle, how to make money doing it, just everything in between. But to start off with, we're going to start at the very basics of what is faction warfare. So to start off with, we're going to look at the faction warfare map here. So we can see that Caerleon is in the middle, and then we have Fort Sterling, we have Thetford, we have Martlock, we have Bridgewatch, we have Lyndhurst here. They're all fighting for control of this land, and if we zoom in, these little areas are broken up into a couple zones with their own outposts on them. That's kind of the core mechanic of faction warfare. Faction warfare can be done in any zone, so it doesn't have to be a red zone, can't be black zone obviously, this is on the Royal Continent, so blue zone, yellow zone, red zone are the only zones that this is going to be available in. So picking our city is just going to be where are we? If we're by Lyndhurst, we're most likely going to be Lyndhurst faction. It'd be quite odd if you played out of Lyndhurst and then factioned out of Bridgewatch, but it wouldn't be unreasonable. I'm not hating if you are, but let's get into it. So I am in Bridgewatch, that's where I'm based out of, and the faction warfare quartermaster guy is over here, the Commander Yara Sunblaze. So this is going to be the main guy. You're going to register here for faction warfare or enlist, and once you're enlisted, you'll get access to all of this here. If you're not sure where to start your city off or where you want to be for faction warfare, I like to check the faction campaign overview weekly report. I like to check the faction campaign overview, and we can see here, if we go to all the different stats, we can see the different point gains. So Bridgewatch currently is getting the highest point gain with Thetford right behind, and so in the info we can see enlisting with factions with currently low recruitment raises significantly the rates that you earn points, which we'll talk about points right now. But you progress through a system of titles and you unlock things, as well as just getting more points from the higher title you are. So it's good to stick with the faction, as well as if you have premium, you get these chests here and you get these daily rewards throughout the day from just participating in faction content. Now, going over to this guy right here. So now I am on faction flag. I would just click flag here. Sure, you want a flag for the city. We can see the PvP rules here. In red zone it is death, but in yellow zone and blue zone it is just knockdown. Here's the faction goods. So these are the points we were talking about a little bit earlier. If you get these points through pretty much anything, killing players, participating in the Bandit Assault, things like that, and you can spend them on whatever. These chests are pretty good. Open one right now. Not bad at all. Tier 8 Fame Book's pretty good. And then the further we get in the ranks, we can unlock the various things from here. Now, this was recently added in one of the updates. I think it's one of the best things, is the faction transport. So this will take you to one of the contested points on the map. So this is going to take you to Redstone Verge, where we're currently fighting Martlock. We're going to go out there. Alrighty, so what exactly should we be doing as faction warfare? What do I do? What do I get up to? Well, right here we can see there's some faction camps on the map, and if we were in an area where it was more contested or we were taking the outposts, we would get faction points from there. But other than that, we get faction points from killing other flagged faction players, so Lyndhursters, Martlockers, things like that. And then we get points as well from just killing the world mobs out here in the red and yellow zone. Now, during Bandit Assault, stuff gets a little crazy, as you guys can see in this clip here. This was Bandit Assault a day ago, and I'm playing double-bladed, trying to not die. I was with my group. I died a little bit earlier, so I came back double-bladed to help loot, get everything out, be a little depot bot, not die, but we ended up stomping them, so I was just grabbing stuff and going. But I didn't really have a group for a very long time to do faction warfare with. I would just go out here, I would just say in the /F chat, I would say, yo, let me get an invite to a group. So I'm going to invite you. And the Bandit Assault is just when all of the outposts flip to being controlled by Caerleon. It's a little competition to whoever can get the most land back or the most outposts captured. It's a really good time. Everyone's out there. You get a ton of chests. There's a ton of people doing the content. You get a ton of points just for being out there. Next time it's Bandit Assault, if you haven't done it, go check it out. It is absolutely awesome. It's one of the best parts of faction warfare. I think it is what really got me into faction warfare, and it is just awesome. You get so many points for those chests. It is wonderful. speaking of chests, I feel like all the loot in the game has gone to faction warfare. Like, roll the chests here. I think every time you're like, where's all the loot? It's in the faction warfare chest out in the red zone and the yellow zone. And the loot is just absurd out here. It is so worth doing. You could see, I mean, not the craziest sets ever. I'm kicking open chests with 8-3 in them. Absolutely bonkers. So the chests are good. They're legit when you're out there. Next is, there's just so much going on. So like right here, I'm with this dude tried to gank my boy. We're out here, he's a Carleon guy. Get all his stuff, take it from him. Get some faction points and loot. It is fantastic. It is so good. We have a bunch of small scale as well. I find that there's much more balanced fights out there. Here I'm playing with Soul, my healer, and we were fighting 3 dudes total. You guys can see the dead body. We had killed their healer and got it down just to a twin blade and a blood moon. We don't end up getting a twin blade here. Here we have some dudes try to dive us in a solo dungeon, just trying to get faction points. It's an absolute brawl. So if you're a short, small group, not short guys, but maybe you're short, that's fine. It's not illegal. But if you're a small group enjoyers, faction warfare right now is popping off for content with you. It is so wonderful to see you're getting faction points, you're getting fair fights. I think the content is so good right now, and I 100% suggest doing it for small group. That's the main way that I interact with the faction warfare stuff here. Get a ton of money here off these guys, and we had a good fight, right? Not getting zerged like in the black zone. Of course, that does happen. You're absolutely going to get like 30 dudes running at you who are well put together ZVZ comp, Martlock guys, Limhurst guys. So you have to be careful of that, absolutely. But when it's not faction warfare, or I mean Bandit Assault time, it's always faction warfare time. When it's Bandit Assault time, it is really hectic out there. When it's not Bandit Assault time, it's pretty chill. There's not much going on besides people doing the camps, 10 people, maybe a blob occasionally. Carleon is these guys. They're a little special. They can kill anyone, and they are doing it all the time. So be a little careful. I would say the most gank squads, rather than like fight squads, are Carleon guys. They're usually ganking during this time, but once again, we're getting just a great small-scale fight. This was in Limhurst. Bridgewatch guys fighting Carleon guys in a land that isn't even theirs, which is just funny to hear. But once again, a great fight. Now, the Gankers can be pretty bad during faction warfare. The just flagged guys, not the faction flagged guys. You gotta be careful. Right here, we had some of my boys were getting beat up by some bear paws guys. Now, you can just beat up the Gankers. I swear the most loot I get from faction warfare is Gankers getting beat up by a bunch of dudes, and then you just kill them. Like, you gotta be careful, but if you stay with the group, you're gonna be safe from Gankers. Maybe a bomb squad will get you. Be careful of that, right? When you open the chest, people are gonna want to bomb you. But here, it's just some Gankers. Me and my boy dismount here. Get some crazy loot. Absolutely murder these guys. I'm in 5-1 out here. Tier 6, just getting juiced up for no reason. Here, this was just an hour ago. I had 3 Gankers that chased me in, and I got absolutely sauced from it. It was awesome. Bunch of loot. But stay with people, fight the Gankers, you'll be okay. Don't be scared. One more. No way, we're out. We're out. 9.11 mil. Alright, I know you guys are going to be like, yo, what build should I be running in faction warfare? So, the most important thing to note is what are you going to be doing, right? If you're doing small scale, it's going to differ. But if you're out there during Bandit Assault, like the majority of people are, maybe you're going to try to get a castle or defend a castle. That happens every now and then, where factions fight for a castle. It's one of the coolest things I've done in Albion, but they were reserved for guilds, and it is so nice to be able to get into those without having to be in a guild, without having to really do anything. You can show up, you can help out, it feels good. But depending on what you're going to do, you need a good build. If you're going to small scale, I have plenty of small scale builds on the channel, I have solo builds on the channel, but I don't have many ZVZ builds on the channel. So I want to talk about that right now, ZVZ for dummies. If you know about ZVZ, you don't need to watch this part here. We're going to quickly cover, yo, what should I be doing? So ZVZ stands for Zerg versus Zerg. That just means there's a lot of people there. Going over everything that's strong is going to be AoE damage, AoE healing, AoE purge, and AoE CC. The way that you typically see ZVZ go is one team pulls everyone together, CCs them, purges them with like something like a life curse, and then blows them up with something like a rift glaive, a wailing bow. So all those things are really good that I just mentioned, life curse, all of that. But that's typically how it goes. It's like a big pool, right? You get bang, and then everything kind of hits and you instantly die. So that brings us into our defensive tools, which we can cover very quickly, is why we're going to do it first, which should be gig pots and Knight Helm, or is it Soldier Helm? I believe it's Soldier Helm. Soldier Helm's really good because for 2.5 seconds you can move and you're immune to damage and crowd control effects. It's just absolutely excellent. Works really good when you get pulled in to get clapped. Boom, block, get out. Gig pots is the same thing. You are immune to movement impairing effects, which allows you to kind of walk out of everything and get a big boost to HP. Really good. Now, weapons, if you're like, I don't want to heal, I don't want to do anything, I want to go out there, I want to try to get people good, I would suggest Fire Staff all the time. I think Blazing's really good. I think Dawn Song's really good out there. Brimstone, Flame Artillery smacks, it's awesome. Frost Staff's kind of the same thing. Glacial Staff, Frozen Hell Staff, all of that stuff is super awesome. Life Curse is so good because of its AoE purge that it has on the E. This is like mandatory. If you bring this, people will love you. Wonderful. For healers or support classes, because we can't forget about the Arcane's place. Arcane's really good. Great Arcane. This is a little bit more technical, I would say, though, so don't run it if you don't know what you're doing. But for healers, we can always run something like a Great Holy, just help out with the heals. When I first started doing faction warfare, I was like, man, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was like, I'm going to go out there. I don't have Great Nature leveled up very much, but I would go out there in Great Nature and I would try to keep the people who are getting blown up alive. And it worked out great, right? Just make sure you're on the AoE healing stuff and be careful. Other than those few things, Wailing Bow's really good, shoots the big arrow. Longbow's really good, shoots a rain of arrows. So stuff like that's really good. If you don't know what to play, just get something that hits a lot of people, does a lot of damage, or heals a lot of people for a lot of health, and you will be all set. I like Galatine Pair. Galatine Pair's awesome. I know Swords doesn't have a ton of options. Kingmaker's good too, but Galatine Pair is absolutely awesome. Galatine Pair does the big smack. I'll show a clip actually of me doing the big smack to a couple people. It is awesome. Go Galatine Pair. But pretty much covers what you should be doing for your build. Make sure you're tanky, don't die. You'll be fine. Alrighty, so here I'm playing Galatine Pair. I think we got a bunch of Limhursters around. Dirty Limhursters, no hate actually. But I really like Galatine Pair. I think it's super cool for small scale. Does a big bomba clot here, very nice. But kind of wraps up everything you can do in faction warfare. I really think it's in a strong spot right now. If you're struggling to make money, I really suggest just going out there, getting some money, doing some chests, doing some camps with the boys. Don't feel like if you're a solo player, you're locked out of it. Like I said, if you go out there, just join someone's party, you'll be good. They will show you the ways, follow them around, depot when you need to. Awesome. Small scalers, ZVZers, everyone has a place in faction warfare right now. It is awesome, and like I said, it's got to get nerfed. The loot's a little too good. Now, does anyone else know what's up with this weird thing with the box, where they get the box and then they... No, I'm just joking, but beware. These dudes get little boxes, and then there's this little circle where they get a shield of immunity, and then they one-shot you. Be careful. We got the best of them here, but that's a rarity. And alright everyone, that pretty much sums up faction warfare. Running out to a chest out in the prairie right now, but that is everything that you need to know pretty much. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them in the comments below. If you are a bridge watcher, let me know. You can mail me in game. You can join the guild if you'd like. You don't even have to, but I will absolutely run some faction warfare with you guys. I've been doing it. It's been very chill. It's a very good time. But thank you all so much for watching. If the chest goes good, you guys will see the chest. If it doesn't go good, you won't see the chest. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a ton. A comment, a like, a subscribe helps me out so much. Your vote is meaningful. It means a ton to me as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Any questions or comments you have, leave in the comments or email me. So happy to help you guys out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one.